My beloved child, stop scrolling for a moment and listen carefully to me. This message did not arrive by accident. I know the ache you carry behind your smile. I know the nights when your heart felt unbearably heavy while the world around you kept moving as if nothing was wrong. You have been wondering if the love you dream about is real. You have questioned whether anyone could truly see the depth of your soul without turning away. But my child, your soulmate has not forgotten you. There is a message reaching toward you even now, like a candle flickering through a dark window during a storm. And if you are hearing these words today, it is because heaven did not want you to miss it. Time has been moving quietly behind the scenes. While you thought nothing was changing, I was arranging moments, healing wounds, and softening hearts that had once been guarded by fear. You felt delayed. You felt overlooked. You felt emotionally exhausted from carrying hope for so long. Yet beneath the surface, roots were growing. A tree does not become strong during sunny days alone. Its strength is formed when storms bend its branches and deep winds force its roots deeper into the earth. In the same way, every disappointment you endured was stretching your spirit toward greater love, deeper wisdom, and clearer vision. Listen closely, my child. The loneliness you experienced was not meant to punish you. It was preparing you to recognize genuine connection when it finally arrived. Too many people rush into shallow waters because they fear being alone. But I kept you waiting beside deeper rivers because your soul was created for something sacred, something lasting. Your soulmate carries wounds too. They have spent nights staring at ceilings filled with questions they could not answer. They have replayed old memories in silence. They have wondered if love was something meant for other people but not for them. And still, through every setback, I kept guiding both of you toward each other like two stars slowly aligning across a dark sky. Nothing you experienced was wasted. The betrayal taught you discernment. The heartbreak taught you compassion. The silence taught you how to hear the quiet voice of your spirit. Even now, there are moments when you feel tired of hoping. Part of you wants to protect your heart by expecting nothing at all. But my precious one, do not let temporary pain convince you that permanent love does not exist. Winter always feels endless while you are standing inside it. The trees appear lifeless. The fields look empty. The air feels cold and unforgiving. Yet beneath frozen ground, seeds are quietly preparing for spring. That is what has been happening in your life. What seemed still was actually becoming ready. I have been watching over you through every tear you hid from others. I saw the moments when you gave love and received very little in return. I saw the prayers you whispered when no one else was listening. And now your spirit is standing near an important turning point. Your soulmate has been carrying words inside their heart for longer than you realize. Words filled with fear, longing, regret, and truth. A final message is approaching. Not by coincidence, not by luck, but through divine timing. You may think the connection is broken. You may believe too much time has passed. But rivers do not forget the direction of the ocean, and souls connected by destiny do not lose the path forever. My child, keep your heart open a little longer. Because what is coming will reveal why certain doors had to close, why certain people had to leave, and why your journey could never look like everyone else's. You were being prepared for a love that arrives with depth, honesty, and spiritual recognition. And, when this message finally reaches you fully, you will understand that I was guiding every step all along. My dear child, there is something your heart has sensed for a long time, even when your mind tried to deny it. You have felt invisible changes happening within you. Not loud changes, not sudden miracles, but quiet transformations, like the first light of dawn slowly touching a sleeping landscape. You are not the same person you once were. The version of you that begged for crumbs of affection is fading away. The version of you that accepted confusion instead of clarity is being healed piece by piece. And your soulmate has felt this shift too. Even from a distance, souls can recognize movement in one another. Like birds sensing the changing season before the leaves begin to fall, there are spiritual connections that move beyond ordinary explanation. Listen carefully, my child. The message they carry is not only about romance. It is about truth. For too long, both of you hid parts of yourselves beneath layers of fear. You feared rejection. They feared vulnerability. You both carried old storms inside your hearts, storms created by disappointment, abandonment, and promises that were never fulfilled. But storms do not last forever. After heavy rain, rivers become clearer. After lightning tears through the sky, the air becomes cleaner and easier to breathe. And after heartbreak, the soul begins searching for what is real instead of what is convenient. That is why your connection has remained alive despite silence, distance, or confusion. False connections collapse quickly. They are like houses built on sand, unable to survive strong winds. But what I have been nurturing between you carries deeper roots. Roots hidden beneath years of lessons and spiritual growth. I know there were moments when you wanted to give up completely. Moments when you questioned whether waiting had made you foolish. You watched others find companionship while you carried unanswered questions in your chest like stones too heavy to remove. Still, you kept going. Even when your smile felt tired. Even when your faith became fragile. Even when loneliness sat beside you at night like an unwelcome shadow. And that perseverance changed you in ways you cannot yet fully see. My precious child, gardeners do not dig up seeds every day to check if they are growing. They trust the unseen process beneath the soil. In the same way, I needed you to trust the invisible work taking place within your spirit. Because love built too quickly often breaks too easily. I was teaching you patience. I was teaching you discernment. I was teaching you how to recognize peace instead of chasing chaos. Your soulmate has been learning these same lessons. There were roads they needed to walk alone. There were mistakes they needed to understand deeply. There were masks they needed to remove before they could approach you honestly. And now, something within them is awakening. A realization, a pull they can no longer ignore. A truth that follows them into quiet moments and restless nights. You may not see it yet with your physical eyes, but spiritual movement has already begun. The distance between you is not as permanent as it once seemed. Sometimes I separate two souls temporarily so healing can happen without interference. Two broken branches cannot support each other during a storm. But once strengthened, they can grow together toward the same sunlight. This message was meant for you because doubt has been whispering lies into your mind. Doubt told you that you were forgotten. Doubt told you that your love story ended before it truly began. Doubt told you that your tenderness was weakness. But hear me clearly now, my child. Your ability to love deeply is not weakness. It is one of the rarest gifts I placed within you. The world taught many people to become guarded, cold, and disconnected. Yet despite everything you endured, your heart still longs for meaningful connection. That softness is sacred, and soon, very soon, truths hidden beneath silence will begin rising to the surface like sunlight breaking through heavy clouds after a long night. Do not lose hope before the dawn arrives. Because the message your soulmate carries is closer than you think. My beloved child, I know there are moments when you replay old memories and wonder whether you imagined the connection at all. You question the signs. You question your intuition. You question whether your heart simply became attached to a dream that could never fully bloom. But listen to me carefully now. Not every connection is meant to teach pain. Not every delay is a denial. Some love stories are written slowly because the souls involved must first survive the battles that shaped them. You have both been walking through valleys neither of you spoke about openly. There were burdens carried in silence. Fears hidden behind polite smiles. Wounds covered so deeply that even the people closest to you could not fully see them. Yet I saw everything. I saw the nights when you felt emotionally drained from pretending to be strong. I saw the moments when your spirit became tired of waiting for clarity. And I saw the quiet prayers you whispered, wondering if anyone was truly meant to stay in your life. My child, the human heart is like a lantern during a storm. When harsh winds strike again and again, the flame begins to flicker with uncertainty. Sometimes you feared your light was disappearing. Sometimes you nearly convinced yourself to stop believing in love altogether. But a protected flame can survive even the darkest night. That is what I have been doing for you. Protecting the part of your spirit that still believes in genuine connection. Because the world around you often rewards performance instead of authenticity. People wear masks to hide insecurity. They run from vulnerability because honesty feels dangerous. And many relationships are built on convenience rather than truth. But your soul has always craved something deeper. You wanted a love that felt safe enough to remove the armor. A connection where silence could feel peaceful instead of painful. A bond where two people could grow together instead of competing against each other. And that desire was never foolish. It was placed inside you for a reason. Listen closely, my precious one. Your soulmate has been fighting an internal battle you could not fully understand from the outside. There are things they wish they had said sooner. Moments they wish they had handled differently. Emotions they buried because they feared rejection, timing, or vulnerability. Regret has a way of echoing loudly in quiet hearts. Like waves repeatedly striking the shoreline, certain thoughts have continued returning to them no matter how hard they tried to move on. Your presence remained within their spirit. Your energy lingered in unexpected moments. Songs, places, dreams, and memories kept awakening emotions they thought they had escaped. Because souls connected deeply do not disappear easily from one another. Even distance cannot fully erase what was written spiritually. Think of a river traveling through stone. At first, the rock appears unmoved, hard, unchangeable. But over time, the steady flow reshapes even the strongest surfaces. In the same way, this connection has been quietly reshaping both of your hearts. You became wiser, more discerning, more aware of your worth. And they became more honest with themselves. The message approaching you carries emotional weight because it has been delayed by fear for a very long time. Not fear of love itself, but fear of losing it. Fear of opening wounds. Fear of saying what the soul truly feels after pretending not to care. But truth cannot remain buried forever. Eventually, even the deepest roots push upward toward sunlight. My child, this is why your spirit has felt restless lately. Part of you senses change before your eyes can confirm it. Like the earth recognizing rain before the first drop falls, your soul has been preparing emotionally for what is coming next. Do not allow impatience to close your heart now. You are closer to understanding than you realize. And while you may still carry uncertainty today, I need you to remember this. Nothing real can be destroyed by temporary silence. What is truly meant for your growth, healing, and purpose will always find its way back through the doors I choose to open. Trust the timing that you cannot yet fully see.